Alrighty guys, what's up? So in this video I'd like to talk about our boy Baam, right, from Torah God. And I know that just like my last video, right, we're on the same subject of Baam, but in the community right now the topic of Baam is quite hot and quite debatable because of the fact that a lot of people are on the subject and talking about whether our boy is too powerful or too overpowered for the current part of the series, right? So I want to get into it real quick and I really want to discuss it and really talk about that, right? So right now the video's title is Reader's Viewpoint, right? And the reason why I've titled the video The Reader's Viewpoint is mainly because of the fact that I've seen a lot of people in Torah God or in the comment sections of Torah God say that, well, either they say that, well, Baam is too OP and he's too overpowered. He's gaining so much powers out like here, there, and everywhere and stuff like that. And all these other regulars, they can't keep up with him and he's already out here fighting rankers and stuff like that. So, as you can see, right here, with everything, you're seeing some of the attacks and you're seeing like Baam using his powers of the black shin suit, and I tried to explain that in my last video about the powers of black shin suit and how like they originated and everything like that, and just basically a theory, right? But I'd like to touch a bit deeper into that and really touch on the point of Baam being overpowered and everything that's around that, right? So one of the things that has first I gotta address this confusion in the community where they're saying that Black Shinsu is a result of Baam using the Black March. That is just not true, guys. Baam has been using Black Shinsu, right, from the time of the Hell Train arc, and he's been using it around that time from that far ago or that long ago when he was fighting with Data Jahan, right? We saw him bust out some new tricks and everything like that, right? With the Flora Pacing Butterfly technique, right? He was using the combination of Black Shinsu, right, with the attack, and it actually dealt massive amounts of damage to Jahan, right? So number one, Black Shinsu is its own separate power that Baam has innately, right? Separate from all the rest of the powers. It's not something that is as a result of the souls. It's not something that is as a result of the Black March. It's his own unique innate power, right? That is originated from inside his own body, right? Now, we saw White try to basically attack Baam and deal some kind of damage, but Baam just flicked his wrist and stuff and he absolutely nullified that attack outright, like it was child's play basically. And White in this panel, as you can see to the left, your right, Baam basically, no, White basically said that the decision property change, right? And while that's all in the time span of using his own ability to try and attack Baam with, that completely got nullified, right? And the properties of Black Shinsu, guys, right? The properties of Black Shinsu is like a black hole. That's how I tried to explain it in my first video, and I tried to explain it within a way where I compared it to like having a black hole or a void, right? Because Shinsu has this feature about it where it likes to mimic whatever properties of the user that. So Shinsu has this property where it likes to mimic the user's. So Shinsu has this power, right, where it mimics the user's attributes, right? And within terms of Baam, his attribute is the ability of void, or the power of void, right? Somewhat like a black hole, right? And that's why he can pull off feats like just waving his hand and brushing aside like one of White's most powerful attacks. And I know this may seem like very OP, very powerful, this power is coming out of nowhere and stuff like that, but we've been building up to this moment, and the reason why is because of the fact that Baam has been using this power not just right now, but throughout the entire series. That power is what's giving him the ability to copy other people's Shinsu, or copy other people's abilities, not their Shinsu, but copy other people's abilities and retain them as his own, right? Now, he used this ability to copy Arya's ability to manipulate time in some aspect, right? And what he eventually did, or inevitably did, was what inevitably happened was that Baam had Arya's ability take an effect on his body, right? Anything that takes an effect on Baam's body can eventually be absorbed and copied by his ability, right? Which is the void, which is a part of the black Shinsu that we're seeing, right? He took Arya's ability and then multiplied that by massive folds, right? Let's say like 50 times the potency of her ability, because before her ability was at the point of strength where it only could basically only change like a person's perception of time, and he is now at the point with her ability where he can boost it to all hell and use it on a person and rewind time on them. And that's what happened with bringing her back to life. Now, with the inclusion of Black Shinsu and Baam using his own innate ability, this also comes as a power boost for him physically, right? Because of the fact that he is not only using his own innate ability, but he's also using the Red Thestra and Blue Thestra's abilities, right, and powers within tandem with each other at a way greater extent. We saw him use his enhanced physical prowess against White to knock him back heavily, just absolutely smack his ass. And then we saw him use his Black Shinsu, right, against White's blade, and was actually able to break it down or dissolve it in a manner, right? And we got to see inside of Baam, right? And this is the point where I really wanted to talk about, because I have a lot of points to make here, or a bit of ranting to make. You have a lot of people inside the community, inside the chats, inside the comment sections, that's saying that Baam's ability is basically a sun, right? It's this sun that he has inside of him that's devouring everything and breaking down everything, right? That's just not the case, right? Baam just has like a void inside of him That's what's encompassing all of these beans and stuff, and it's being outpoured. That void, the way how I describe it is, imagine if you had a bottle, right, and you were to take like liquid black hole and stuff it inside of a bottle, right? Now you can walk around with a black hole or a mini black hole inside of a bottle and just use it whenever the frig you'd like, right? Now, besides just that, right, Baam can also use Shinsu, right? Shinsu has a property where it mimics whatever attributes the user is using, right? We saw that with when Baam absorbed the Black March. His Shinsu mimicked the attributes of the Black March and was becoming black and way darker than it was before. We saw that whenever he used the butterfly placing technique, we saw that a great example of Shinsu mimicking the user's attributes is Evankel, right? Evankel uses Flame Shinsu, right? But it's still Shinsu. All it is just Shinsu copying the elements and the attributes and the properties of heat and fire, right? And what we've seen here in this panel is the Blue Thishra commenting on how the spirits are climbing up, right? It's not like they're trying to climb up to defeat White or to climb up to like gain some kind of stronghold. They're climbing up because of the fact that they don't want to be destroyed. They don't want to be consumed by the void-like powers that's running rampant now inside of Baam, right? And you see them desperately trying to struggle up, trying to climb up on each other, trying to escape this horrid fate. And a lot of people might be saying that this little instance here, that yellow glowing area where the souls are being destroyed and burnt, oh well, that's the sun inside of Baam. Well, call it whatever you want, sun, void, but I like to think of it as a void instead of a sun, because a sun breaking down Shinsu in the manner of which even White is gonna compare to basically something dissolving in rotten water. I just don't think that's a sun doesn't dissolve stuff and is compared to rotten water. Like, if it was a sun, guys, wouldn't you think that a Shinsu would be, I don't know, having some kind of attributes of like Evankel Shinsu, where it would be heat, fire, and anything like that? For some reason, it's not like Evankel's Shinsu. It's more like a black hole and a void more than a sun. Now, I know that this is a bit short, but that's gonna conclude my video. Leave a like, subscribe for more. I'm gonna keep improving, keep developing these videos, and just keep getting better at doing this entire YouTube thing. Leave any comments and any suggestions that you have that could possibly help me improve. Thank you.